essentially began a planning process, a very integrated planning process to look at what Jamaica's energy needs were. And that's what we have been doing for the last couple of months. In looking at that and looking at the entire system, we had the opportunity to look at the potential generators of electricity to the national grid. And we're talking now understanding the integrated system and how it works throughout the entire process. And we have received, to be frank with you, several people have submitted proposals to us that who want to build and own and operate generation facilities. And they want to then sell power to the grid, for the grid to deal with the transmission, the distribution, and the supply. I should tell you, however, that we did have submissions about renewables. We had submissions about gas, syngas. You know, syngas is gas produced from coal, LNG, compressed natural gas, waste to energy, biomass, solar, you name it, coal. There were 3 entities, however, that we have had significantly more discussion with, or have had significant discussion with. One is the Jamaica Public Service Company. From the JPS code, their proposal essentially was to replace this 292 megawatts of obsolete equipment by putting in 190 megawatts. And they proposed to replace that using gas. And that's one of the issues that we are also examining, whereby they would secure their own gas, and it could be LNG or some other form of gas that is suitable for burning in the plant. The other proposal that they had, which is one that we had raised and discussed with them from our rapid assessment issue, was the Bogue Power Station. And so the proposal that we also discussed with the JPSCO and had from them was to convert Bogue to gas, and that's 115 megawatts of power. As a low-hanging fruit, it is one that we could pick very quickly. So we feel that is something, because that immediately will result for the Bogue plant a 40% reduction in the fuel price. We had discussions with Jamalco, and we have had discussions with Rusal on behalf of Alpart. Now, the proposal from Jamalco was that they had selected a developer to build, own, and operate a coal-fired cogeneration facility. Okay? And that plant would be located at the Jamalco site. Essentially, that plant will have the ability to supply 50 megawatts of power to the JPS. And so we are looking at that as one of the options in the system of providing power to the grid. The other proposal is from Alpart, which is currently closed. And for Alpart to reopen, they must have an energy solution. And so they want to use gas, and they have entered into arrangements to build an ethane-fired combined gas turbine cogeneration facility at Alpart. They have proposals for that, which will be a part of the reopening up of the Alpart plant. And in that system, the power plant will be located at Alpart, for sure, Nain, and the ethane will be shipped from the USA to Port Kaiser, and then piped from Port Kaiser to the plant where it will be gasified. And they want to sell power also to the grid. We have got them to look at and said we probably would have an interest in about 150 megawatts, 140, 150 megawatts, but certainly not 220 or 240 megawatts from the plant. And again, they have come back with a proposal that they are prepared to, because they can get the steam that they need and probably produce the additional steam. Otherwise, they could, in a cogeneration facility, allow us to have up to 150 megawatts in their plant. Now, this works for both them and for us. The benefits, we think, from the new baseload generating plants that we are considering will mean that we should be able to have significantly lower electricity rates. And at this stage, we think it should be at least about 30% at least by 2018 total. We think it will it will come in on a phased basis, beginning with Bogue next year, and it will increase gradually up to in excess of 30%. But by 2018, we're sure it should be in excess of 30% reduction. It will significantly improve the voltage stability and grid security. I think a lot of people in some areas may be quite happy about that, because some people I don't think are experiencing the level of stability and grid security that they should be experiencing at this time. And we certainly will have significantly lower technical losses. Our estimate is that the fuel savings in the country's bill will be in excess of $350 million from this exercise, and the reduction in fuel costs will be greater than 30% for the facilities.